Ever wonder why some people earn respect effortlessly? They walk into a room and no one interrupts them. Their time is never wasted. Their words always land. What makes them different? And why don't you get the same treatment? Here's the truth no one told you. It's not because they're smarter, richer, or more successful. It's because they know one psychological principle you've never been taught. A principle so simple yet so powerful that once you see it, you'll never unsee it. Think about the small moments. Someone cuts in front of you in line and you say nothing. A friend cancels plans on you for the third time and you just smile. A colleague takes credit for your idea and you let it slide. Do you know what you're really doing? You're training people to walk over you. And here's the part that will sting. The people who never deal with this, they're not lucky. They're not born with a special aura. They're using the oldest psychological rule of influence, written down 500 years ago by Niccolò Machiavelli, a rule that separates people who command respect from those who beg for it. And here's the shocking twist. The need to be liked is what makes you weak. Every time you go out of your way to please others, you give away your power. The harder you chase approval, the less respect you get. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some people dominate conversations while others vanish in them. Why some people always get listened to while others get ignored. And more importantly, how you can become the kind of person who never gets disrespected again. If you're ready to stop being everyone's backup plan and start being their first choice, drop this in the comments. Respect over approval. Number 1, the hidden weakness of being liked. Everyone who dismissed you, overlooked you, or disrespected you, they all saw the same thing. They knew you needed their approval more than they needed yours. When you make being liked your priority, you become predictable. They know you'll agree even when you don't mean it. They know you'll smile even when you're insulted. They know you'll show up even when they've disrespected your time. And predictable men are disposable men. Think about the people you truly respect. Are they desperate for approval? Or do they carry themselves as if they're perfectly fine without it? Exactly. People chase what they can't easily have, and they dismiss what comes too easily. The harder you chase being liked, the less people actually like you. Machiavelli put it simply, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Fear doesn't mean terror. It means consequences. When people know there's a cost to crossing you, they treat you differently. But when people sense you'll always bend, respect becomes impossible. Number 2, the dark power of respect. Let's be clear. Respect doesn't come from being impressive or talented. That's admiration. Respect is built on consequence. If someone disrespects you and nothing happens, you've just taught them that disrespecting you is free. If someone disrespects you and you immediately enforce a boundary, they learn quickly that crossing you comes at a price. This is why nice men often get treated the worst. They've trained the world to see them as safe to disrespect. Respect is not given, it is taken. And once you make it clear that your time, your presence, your attention all have value, everything changes. Suddenly, people choose their words more carefully. They weigh their actions more cautiously. They recognize that you are not to be taken lightly. People will always test boundaries. That's human nature. But once you show them that crossing you has consequences, they stop testing you and start respecting you. Respect is self-reinforcing. The more you demand it, the more you get. The more you get, the easier it becomes to demand it. Number 3, the psychology of control. Every interaction is about control. Who controls the frame, the conversation, the relationship, the outcome? If you don't know who controls it, it isn't you. Approval seekers give up control without realizing it. Every time you hold back your opinion to avoid conflict, you give control away. Every time you say yes when you want to say no, you hand over authority to someone else. Every time you explain yourself to win someone's approval, you surrender power. And the one who doesn't need approval, the one who can live with being disliked, they keep control. They don't perform for anyone's validation. They set the terms. They decide when to speak, when to walk away, when to act. That is real influence. Machiavelli said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know what you really are." Stop performing. The moment you stop needing approval, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is power. Number 4, the addiction to approval. Your need to be liked isn't just a quirk, it's an addiction. Approval works like a drug, a compliment, a like on social media, a kind word, and your brain releases dopamine. You feel high for a moment, then you need another hit. People who understand this pattern will use it against you. They'll give you just enough praise to keep you hooked, then use that hook to pull you wherever they want. They don't need to control you with threats when they can control you with validation. The brutal truth? Validation is cheap to give, but expensive to need. Anyone can toss you a compliment. It costs them nothing. But if you rely on it, you pay with your freedom. People addicted to approval wear masks. They change their personality depending on who they're with. They become shapeshifters, collections of masks, but never themselves. And people sense it. They sense the desperation, and they lose respect for it. The one who doesn't need approval, the one who can stand in his truth without apology, that man becomes rare. And scarcity is always respected. Number 5, the rules to command respect. Now we get tactical. These rules will change how people treat you instantly. Rule 1, speak less, act more. People who command respect don't waste words. They don't explain themselves to people who don't deserve explanations. They act, and their actions speak louder than excuses ever could. Rule 2, never chase approval. If someone ignores you, don't chase them. If someone disrespects you, don't beg for understanding. Indifference is magnetic. Rule 3, stay cold under attack. If someone provokes you and you react emotionally, they win. But if you remain calm, collected, even slightly amused, you show them you cannot be controlled. Rule 4, stay unpredictable. Predictable people are easily manipulated. Keep people guessing. Be generous sometimes, ruthless other times. Never let them map out your every move. Rule 5, enforce boundaries fast and without speeches. Don't explain why the boundary exists. Don't argue about it. Enforce it once and move on. Real boundaries don't come with lectures. They come with consequences. Number 6, scarcity and distance as power multipliers. Always available men get overlooked. Always agreeable men get disrespected. Always forgiving men get abused. Scarcity creates value. The less access people have to you, the more they value the access they do get. The less predictable your presence, the more they respect it. Machiavelli once said, "Men judge more by what they see than by what they feel." Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know what you truly are. Control your availability. Control your exposure. Be seen enough to be known, but not so much that you're taken for granted. Strategic distance makes your presence magnetic. And this is the transformation. When you stop chasing approval, everything changes. Your relationships improve, not all of them, only the real ones. Your confidence skyrockets because you stop living for other people's opinions. Opportunities come to you because people sense strength. Stress falls away because you stop managing everyone else's emotions. But the most important change, you become free. Free from the exhausting cycle of begging for approval. Free from masks. Free to be yourself, unapologetically. Machiavelli said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles." Your worth is not in what others say about you. It is in how you choose to live. Now, if this hit you, smash that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more truths that cut through the noise. Comment this final affirmation: respect is my birthright. Because in a world full of people begging to be liked, the person who doesn't need approval is the one who holds all the power.